Hey there all my moon watchers out there. In this video we're going to be talking about a very special full moon in Virgo that is taking place February 24th, 2024, and the 2-week story that it tells between the 24th and the end of about week 1 of March, and what that means for each and all of us, because this is not just a full moon 2-week experience all by itself. No, we have also got 2 loose oppositions going on at the same time to Saturn and Mercury, which will both be in Pisces, and we've also got a loose trine to Jupiter in Taurus to talk about all at the same time. This is one of those full moons where we see a lot of makes, a lot of breaks, and a lot of corrected mistakes that's going to be going on with everybody. Now, for those of you that are new to my channel, hello. I like to do this in a way where I get a chance to talk in depth about what is going on with all of the planets and the aspects that are at work, and then I give predictions for each sign in chapters of their very own in the back half of the video. And so for those of you that might be watching on a computer or a phone, you're good to go. If you're watching on a television, might want to pick up a phone and watch this there so you can of course navigate to the chapters that you want for the signs that you want. However, before you do that, please, I do recommend, just for getting full context and nuance, because you can't do black and white astrology, I do recommend also watching the front half of this video to understand what this is all about, what's going on, and a great deal of how this is all going to show up for each and all of us, regardless of sign, before going and looking at what's going on with your sign, or whatever sign you want to look at. Also, guys, merch is happening on this channel. You know, after 10 years of no merch at all, here it comes. Robert's actually been designing these really cool shirts. This is the 11th Hour Cleanup Crew Night Watch shirt. I'm going to put a few up on screen for you here. This is just a line that we've decided to put up for those of you who would like to maybe represent being a member of the 11th Hour Cleanup Crew. We've got the Night Watch, we've got the Night Guardian, as well as all kinds of palette and color swaps to represent what element you are: earth sign, air sign, fire sign, and water sign. So if you have ever been, or you are always the one who is maybe the one who's called in to clean up the mess at the 11th hour, you are there to, solve a problem or stop something once it's already gone too far. You're always the one who gets pulled in to kind of save the day at the last minute, people not really giving you a heads up, letting you know what's going on, or maybe even people not bothering to give you what you need to know, but yet you have to save the day as the 11th hour superhero. Yeah, this is the representation we need. And so if you're interested in that, you can of course check out the links down below. YouTube merch shelf should be up here whenever YouTube gets done integrating it. But again, I'll be leaving links in the down bar below, so if you'd like to support us, please go ahead and give this a look over. I'm sure you'll find something you like. So what about this full moon? Now remember, full moons do not just come and do all of their work on the day, right? They open up a 2-week story period. And a full moon in Virgo, like any full moon, is all about culminations, chapter changes, endings, and raised energy that is focused on pushing all of those things forward, right? Making those transitions happen. And it can get kind of intense around a full moon. Sometimes the energy gets raised for urgency, for amplification, for power, for support, but also sometimes for clashes and controversy. That's just how they work. And of course, it also depends on the people you're dealing with, right? Because not everybody does this kind of thing in a way that, could be considered admirable or graceful. But here we are, full moons, it's a part of the natural process of life. Full moons in Virgo, however, take on a lot of the Virgo flavor to them. And so what do we know about the textbook Virgo energy, right? This is going to be all about reorganizing, fixing old challenges, confronting problems, as well as correcting old mistakes, and bringing new harmony, new efficiency, and even new material comfort and security into our world. But sometimes that new harmony comes after a clash, because Virgo can also have a bit of an edge to it, I would know, and sometimes combativeness can come through the Virgo energy, even though it's not the most textbook Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. We've got that to also contend with, or just keep an eye on, or capitalize on as we go through this next 2 weeks. This full moon will also be opposed to Saturn and Mercury, both in the sign of Pisces. And with Saturn and Mercury together during this time, there is going to be this highlight of what doesn't work, or what won't work, or what hasn't worked. And that is because Saturn is the ruler of restrictions, boundaries, discipline, karma, and lessons, and Mercury is all about communication, speed, progress, and productivity. So what we can see from this clash is that there is an immediate opposition or an immediate challenge to something that is already defeating itself. Something that is already its own worst enemy in our lives that we do need to transition out of for greener pastures and for brighter horizons. This full moon focuses on clashes that revolve around rules, codes, and arrangements that have been set up as norms, whether by ourselves once upon a time or things that we have had come up around us, maybe a mixture of the two. And things that have maybe been that we've been working with or working under that have been keeping life stuck or preventing successful progress. However, thank you to Mercury being involved, we also see this opposition speeding up whatever transitions or culminations or page turns are happening during this time, right? Because Mercury doesn't want things to just, plod along or drag their feet. Mercury is all about communications, haste, productivity, and progress. And so anything that maybe also once seemed too complicated, too difficult, too painstaking, or too costly is also going to start to get sorted in a different way so that things are going to be easier to work through, right? All kinds of different puzzles, and we've all been in situations like that before. I want this situation to end. I want this arrangement to end. I want this chapter to end. I want to leave this. I want to walk over here. I want to quit this. I'm ready to swap this out for something new or something else. But that transition process, the crossing of the threshold, almost seems worse or too difficult or too complicated or whatever. I don't know. This is what this full moon is all about. Easing that process, but also pushing it forward and completely making it happen. Jupiter's involvement here, right? We've got this beautiful loose trine to Jupiter. Trines are very harmonious aspects. They link up and they light up places that need to go through a boost as well as a bit of a luck lift. And this full moon trine to Jupiter is going to be building up a loving conversation and engagement with Jupiter, which will happen, again, within 24 hours of the full moon being exact itself. And what happens here is that this is going to be encouraging a lot of these shifts through boosts, big wins, and breakthroughs that are going to cushion any kind of difficulties that could come up over the course of this 2-week period, softening harsh conditions and help smooth and stabilize things even after difficult or overly complex challenges come up. And so it's going to be, again, a full moon that is all about getting a job done or getting the move on, but at the same time, making sure that nothing gets in the way and anything that does come up that could be difficult, as sometimes full moons are cushioned more than they usually are. So let's have a look and see what's going on with each and every sign. Aries, this full moon brings the opportunity for an end of a current chapter or condition around a work arrangement that will be taking you into a brand new direction away from a present role, schedule, set of responsibilities, or even a team, depending on what's going on with your work and your job. This will also prompt a bit of a lifestyle shift in you in order to accommodate it, but it's likely to be something that's quite a lift. However, it will also present a clash with maybe old business as it affects the present, or perhaps a private or hidden matter in your life. This could also present a clash with a long-term situation that you are going to need to be ready to shift or rearrange your course with as this work transition gets underway in your benefit. Taurus, this full moon brings the opportunity for the end of a current condition or chapter in your love life, a personal enterprise, or a relationship with one of your kids, and take everyone in brand new directions as we go forward. However, this will also present a clash with a certain connection, plan, or layout that has been active or an active influence in your social life, a friendship, or community association of some kind. And this could also create a clash with a present or past social or professional obligation that you have maintained that you are going to need to be ready to rearrange. Gemini, this full moon brings the opportunity for the end of a current condition or chapter of a story in a family, household, or living situation arrangement, and put you and everyone involved on new courses. Now, this could be something that has been with you your whole life, or this could be you closing up a story or closing up maybe a project, an investment, or maybe, again, a certain household or family arrangement that has been, again, a pretty prominent influence in your life and in your world for a while. However, it will also present a clash with a work or career arrangement, obligation, or professional relationship at the same time. And it will need to be reworked as this opportunity gets underway. Cancer, this full moon brings the opportunity for the end of a current condition in a contract, binding agreement, or collaboration, and a completion of all matters it involves. However, it will also present a clash with a perhaps bigger, more long-term plan, agreement, or setup that could affect multiple individuals or spaces at the same time. And so you are going to need to be ready to handle that and resituate that and recoordinate that as well as all of this moves on forward. Leo, this full moon brings the opportunity for the end of a current condition in a financial, employment, or security matter and transition you to a new normal in one of these areas of your life. This is likely a very important chapter turn that could provide a big break for you. However, it will also present a clash with a matter regarding shared responsibilities, shared income, bonus income, or a joint pursuit that you're going to need to be ready to give another look over or rework as all of these wheels start turning this 2 weeks. Virgo, this full moon brings the opportunity for the end of a chapter or a current condition with a plan, venture, project, or path that you have been majority handling by yourself or have been pursuing solo in some way. This is also your once-a-year birthday full moon, so there's also a lot going on here where you're getting a chance to make some very important quits and clears in your life and eliminate a lot of things you just don't want to carry with you for the rest of 2024. However, a lot of this will also likely present a clash with an arrangement or a status quo in the way you have been engaging in a close connection, a close one-on-one connection to be precise, be it platonic with a friend, or maybe it's a business or professional relationship or a romantic relationship that's going to require you and them to be ready to adjust and integrate and adapt for this, right? Because that whatever this arrangement is or the status quo is not going to be able to maintain what it was as this goes forward. Libra, this full moon brings the opportunity for the end of a current chapter or condition regarding a private or hidden matter in your life or something in your life that has been a strong influence over you from the past or a past situation. However, it will also likely present a clash with an arrangement or commitment in a professional or team situation as you go through this bit of a jailbreak for yourself. And it's going to, be a little bit of a complication, but I don't think it's going to be a bad one either. You're just going to need to be ready for, to be taken down new roads professionally because of this break. Whatever is coming to an end that has followed you from the past is good to have go away, but you just need to be ready. You're going to have to adjust your world at work and your professional life to accommodate all of these things as well. Scorpio, this full moon brings the opportunity for the end of a current condition, chapter, or association or obligation in your social life, a friendship, community association, or social obligation of some kind that may involve more than just one person. However, it will also be presenting a clash with a current arrangement in your love life, how you've been running your love life, a personal enterprise, a creative pursuit, or a relationship with one of your kids that you're going to need to be ready to make adaptations for. This is an important transition that you're going to be going through, but how we've been carrying on with partners or our kids, or maybe, again, a creative pursuit or enterprise, will need to, of course, keep up with what we're doing here. Sagittarius, this full moon brings the opportunity for the end of a current condition or setup in your career, a professional role, or a work trajectory that will be setting you up to take a new road that will be opening for you here. However, it will also likely present a clash with a current setup regarding a household matter, a family situation, or living situation arrangement that will need to be worked over in order to adjust and adapt to whatever is transitioning on the work front. Hey there, Capricorn. This full moon is going to be bringing the opportunity for the end of a current chapter or condition surrounding a big rule, agreement, obligation, or setup in your life that affects multiple individuals, multiple projects, or multiple spaces that you are connected to at the same time, and likely for your benefit. However, this will also present a clash with a smaller or more personal contract agreement or collaborative arrangement that will need to also be reevaluated as the situation progresses. Aquarius, this full moon brings the opportunity for a chapter change or even the end of an era surrounding a matter regarding shared finances, shared responsibilities, your intimate life, or possibly a financial obligation or block. And this is all good to see, go through a bit of a rework. However, it will also likely present a clash with a present work or financial or professional norm or status quo that will also likely need to be completely rearranged as the circumstances advance. Good things can shake things up. Even if it's for the good, you got to be ready. Not everything's going to be able to stay as it was. Pisces, this full moon brings the opportunity for the end of a chapter or condition in a close one-on-one connection as it has been arranged or performing or has been carrying on so far. Be it platonic, professional, or romantic, everybody involved is going to be set up to take on a new normal. However, this will also likely present a clash with the way you have set up a plan, venture, project, or a path you have been handling by yourself, leading, or managing alone, and will require you to shift gears in how you move things forward. So that's what I've got for you all for this full moon in Virgo. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. Check out the merch by following the link in the down bar below. Hopefully YouTube will have that merch shelf up here soon. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.